Namaste students, welcome to statistics class, and we are discussing a topic called normal distribution. We already completed two problems under normal distribution. Now today we will discuss one more kind of problem where we get n values, capital N values, and what we need to do with that when we get n values. Now go through the problems. The weights of 1000 students are normally distributed with mean 55 kgs and standard deviation 3 kgs. Find the number of students with weights less than 58 kgs. First question. Then second question, between 57 and 60 kgs. And third question, more than 50 kgs. Now we have already completed two problems, and in that two problems also you used to get more than as a first question and less than as a last question. But it's not necessary that you should get more than as a first question always. It may be more than here, or it may be more than here, or it may be here. Sometimes you may get only more than and in between, or sometimes you may get only less than and in between, or some other times you may get less than or more than. So it's not necessary that they need to ask all these three questions, less than, more than and in between. They may ask two questions. Now observe this question. When you observe, you have here n value, 1000 students. The total number of students they have given as 1000. When we get n values, while writing solution, firstly we need to mention that n value. So here n is equal to 1000. Then next write where x equivalents n, that is normal distribution. What is the value of mean? That is 58, their standard deviation is 3. So we need to write in the format of variance. We need to write the standard deviation in the form of variance. Then and here you have x here. What you are finding out here? Weights of our students. Weights of number of students. Weights of number of students. Then right there. Then z is equal to x minus, what is the value of mu? Mu is 55 divided by standard deviation 3, and here is n 0, 1. What is that 0 and 1? 0 is a mean and 1 is standard deviation of standard normal distribution. What we are doing here in this particular problem, we are converting normal distribution problem into standard normal distribution. X is a normal variate and Z is a standard normal variate. By using this particular formula, we are converting normal distribution or normal variate into standard normal variate. Now go through the first question there, less than 58 kgs. The first question, less than 58 kgs. Write there symbolically P of x is less than 58. X is less than 58. Now when there is x, take this particular formula there, that is x minus 55 divided by 3 is lesser than. Now substitute 58 into x, 58 minus 55 divided by 3. Here now we are converting normal variate x into standard normal variate z is lesser than. Calculate the value, 58 minus 55 divided by 3, there you get 1. what we need to do? We need to represent this particular value in the form of graph. Now draw graph there. Minus infinity and positive infinity. Mu, here positive 1, 2 and 3. Here negative 1, 2 and 3. Now see the value there. 1 lesser than 1 here. Where the 1 will fall? This is the place where 1 will fall. So here it is 1 lesser than 1. Lesser than 1 means which side? As I said, if you get more than means you need to move towards the right side, and lesser than means you need to come towards the left side. Which is the left side? This is the left side. So less than 1, which is the area. So this is the area of Z, less than 1. Which area? Minus infinity to positive 1. Area from minus infinity to 1. Area from minus infinity to 1. How to get the value of this 1? Now we need to deduct area from minus infinity to positive infinity. From that, area from 1 to infinity. What will remain when we deduct from this? If we deduct this particular part, this area will remain. So right there, area from minus infinity to positive infinity. From that, minus area from 1 to positive infinity. 1 to positive infinity. Now, area from minus infinity to positive infinity. What is the value of area from minus infinity to positive 1? Value is 1 then. Minus, now this one particular value of positive 1, you need to get from the statistical table. Now see the statistical table. Positive table, statistical table there. 1. What is the value of 1? 1 means you need to see in 1.0. Then you will get value as 0.1587. 0.1587. Now deduct 0.1587 from 1. Then you get 0.8413. When you deduct, you will get 0.8413. Now, as I said, one more question is there here. They have given the value of L. What we need to do? Now, we need to find out here. We need to multiply into this particular answer. When we multiply, what do we get there? There we get the number of students with height less than 58 kg. How many number of students are there with weight less than 58 kg? Now here, right here, the number of students with weight less than 58 kg. What we need to do? What answer we have got? 0.8413 multiplied with 1000 and by. What do you get when you multiply? There you get 841.3. Now we cannot say that number of students are 841.3. Make it approximate 841. So this is the 841 students are there whose weight is less than 58 kg. So here we have 841 students whose weight are less than 58 kg. So if we ended with first question here. Now see there, second question, between 57 and 60 kg. Now we will move towards the second question. Between 57 greater than 57 kgs and X is lesser than 60 kgs. Next is equal to P. Take here same formula. Which formula we use to convert normal variate into standard normal variate? Where you need to take this particular formula? In the place of X. Take there X minus 55 divided by 3. Now here it is greater than, once again same formula, but substitute 57 in the place of X. Now here 57 minus 55 divided by 3. And here lesser than, substitute 60 now. 60 minus 55 divided by 3. Now you know that this particular formula we use convert normal variate into standard normal variate Z. Then it is greater than, when you calculate 57 minus 55 divided by 3, then you get 0.666, you will get 0.67. Make it approximate 0.67. Now here 60 minus 55 divided by 3, then you get 1.66, you will get, make it approximate 67. Now you locate the area of Z in graph. Locate the area of Z in graph. Now we'll erase this first part. Now here it is. Now show this in the form of graph. I will draw it here. Take the graph here. Here minus infinity, mu, positive infinity. So here 1, 2, 3, here minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Now 0.67. Where 0.67 will fall? 0.67 will come on an average here. Then 1.67 will be here. So area from here 0.67 to 1.67. 0.67 will come here. 1.67 will be here. So this is the area of Z. So what is the area there? So their area is area from 0.67 to 1.67. Now how to find out the value of 0.67? How to find out the value of this Z? That is here area from 0.67 to infinity to area from 1.67 to infinity. What we need to do? From this particular area, if you deduct this area, what do we get? This particular area will remain. And if you are getting confused, it's always in case of in between. In case of in between, it's always what value you will get here. From that to positive infinity. From that deduct this particular value to infinity. See here, area from 0.67 to infinity. From that deduct area from 1.67 to infinity. Area from 0.67 to infinity. From that area from 1.67 to infinity. Now we need to find out the value of 0.67 and 1.67 from the normal table. Now see the statistical table where the positive values of normal distributions are given. There you need to see 0.67. You see the row there 0.6. There which column you need to see? 7th column you need to see. There you get value as 0.2514, 0.2514. From there, now you find out the value of 1.67. There you see the row 1.6. There you see the column 7. That is 0.0475. 0.0475. So this is of statistical table. Now we need to deduct 0.2514 from that 0.0475. When we deduct, we get 0.2039. Now what we need to find out? We have n value with us. So what we need to find out? Now we need to find out the approximate or the exact number of students whose weight is between 57 and 60 kgs. Now the number of students with weight between 57 to 60. What we need to do? What value we got as answer? That is 0.2039 into 1000. When you multiply, then you get 203.9. So make it approximate as 204. Now, how many number of students are there? 204 students are having their age between their weight between 57 to 60 kg. So this is about second question. Now one more question is remaining. I erased here. I write there once again. Now more than 50. Last question was more than 50. Now we need to find out more than 50. How many number of students are there? More than 50. I will erase the first question. Take the last question, third one. More than 50, where x is greater than 50. Now take the formula there in the place of x, p, open the bracket, then take the formula x minus 55 divided by 3 is greater than 50 minus 55 divided by 3. Now we are converting here normal variate into standard normal variate. Z is greater than, when you deduct 50 minus 55 divided by 3, there you get minus 1.66 you will get, make it approximate, minus 1.67. Now show this particular area in graph, there. Minus infinity, mu, positive infinity, positive 1, 2, 3, negative minus 1, minus 2 and minus 1. Now see there where minus 1.67 will fall. Which side minus 1.67 will fall? Minus 1.67 will fall approximately, on an average it will fall here, minus 1.67. So what is that? Area. It is greater than, what did I say? if you get greater than, which side you have to move? You have to move towards your right side. While drawing the graph, you have to move towards your right side. This is the right side, which is the area then. So this is the area. So area from 1.67 to infinity. So here area from minus 1.67 to infinity. What is the area? Minus 1.67 to infinity. But in case of greater than, you will not get anything to deduct there. Directly you are finding out the value of minus 1.67 from the table. Now see there, normal distribution statistical table, positive table you see there. Then see the row there 1.6, sorry, negative table you need to see there 1.6. There in 1.6, which column you need to see? You need to see there 7th column. There you get 0.9525. There you get value as 0.9525. Now what you need to find out there? Now you need to find the number of students. The number of students with weights more than 50 kg. What you need to do? What answer you have got there? That is 0.9525 multiplied with number of students, that is 1000. There you get 952.5. There you get 952.5. We need to make it there approximate 953. So how many students are there? 953 students are there whose weights are more than 50 kgs. And here in case of in between, we have 204 students whose weights are in between 57 and 60 kgs, and some other students are there whose weights are less than 58 kgs. So this is a different kind of problem from first and second example. First and second example where n value was not given, but in this particular problem n value is given. What is the difference is you need to multiply them. For final answer you need to multiply with n value. Rest of the things it is similar to the first and second example. Now I think we can wind up with today's class. In tomorrow's class I will discuss two more problems. The similar kind of problem we will discuss.